Good morning, Fort Worth. You found the Fort Worth Roots Morning Show. We're very glad you're here, and I might need to start saying good morning, world. Yeah. Here's a look at some of our international listeners out there looking at our map this morning. We got one out in Kyiv, Ukraine. 5 out there in Frankfurt. It says Frankfurt AM, Maine. 5 in Paris. 1 in Bray. Leeds, Salford, and it does not give me the list of the country. It just says the city, and most of these you know intuitively, like Madrid, 5 out there in Madrid. And if we scan down here to Australia real quick, Sydney, 5 over in Sydney. And we have a much larger viewership throughout the United States this morning too, so no matter where you're at or why you're listening, thank you so much for making Fort Worth Roots Morning Show part of your day. We would love it if you would email us either an audio clip or just a short message telling us, you know, I don't live in Fort Worth, but this is why I like the show, or this is why I listen to the show. And tell us where you're from. And if you're in Fort Worth and you'd like to give us some input, whether you like it or not, tell me what we're doing good, what we could improve on. Send your email to media@fortworthroots.com. Email, and we'll read it off, or we'll play it, depending on what you send us. All right, let's get into these segments. It is the 20th of March. I usually start the show out like that. Y'all excuse my voice. It is almost completely shot, and we've got a huge event tomorrow night where I'm going to have to talk on a microphone. We'll see how that goes. Get into that here in just a minute. Today it's going to be 65 for a high, 44 for a low. Little windy, 10 miles an hour. It's better than it has been. Friday, wind comes back, 20 miles per hour. 79 Friday for a high, 49 for a low. Saturday, 84 for a high, 64 for a low. Still 20 mile an hour winds. Sunday, 85 for a high, 51 for a low. And moving into next week, just kind of scanning forward, it's going to be 80s for the high and 51 for the low. Or 59 for a low. Excuse me. And still kind of windy. And we're going to get into that in just a minute. But these high winds make extreme wildfire dangers. And we're going to try to get Craig, the public information officer for Fort Worth Fire Department, on to kind of talk a little bit about that. But if you've got a welding project, you might want to wait. If you got some trash to burn on your property, this is not the week to do it. Next week ain't looking great either. All right, National Day of. We got a couple of good ones here today. This is how I wanted to start the show out. Happy Alien Abduction Day, March 20th. Let's click on that one. All right, March 20th, Alien Abduction Day, is celebrated every year, and although we are not sure how the date was chosen or when it started being celebrated, we know that the Alien Abduction Day Festival in Toronto, popularized in 2008, a substantial number of people claim to have seen and experienced aliens. Even though some people do not believe in aliens, and it's frequently dismissed as a joke, people who believe in aliens are the focus of Alien Abduction Day. According to UFO experts, they need to update that. We don't call them UFOs anymore. It's UAPs. Whether or not these allegations are real, they will have a significant influence on the claimants. Okay. It is also Absolutely Incredible Kid Day, Astrology Day, Bach Beer Day, Companies That Care Day, Dogs in Yellow Day, and a bunch of other ridiculous stuff. Let me see if there's anything else towards the top there. Nope. That's about it. Okay, let's get into this day in history. 1942, General MacArthur promises, "I shall return." Having retreated from the war-torn Japanese-dominated Philippines, the relative safety of Australia, General Douglas MacArthur makes a speech vowing, "I shall return." He will do just that 2 years later to lead the Philippines campaign of 1944 and 45. Okie dokie. 2003, Iraq invaded. This day in history. Coalition forces from the U.S., UK, Australia, and Poland begin moving from the Iraqi-Kuwaiti border into Basra province. And the invasion of Iraq is underway. The ensuing conflict will come to be known as the Iraq War. The U.S. will officially withdraw from Iraq in 2011, giving everybody control of our equipment, facilities, and everything that we secured, only to be drawn back in 3 years later to lead a coalition charge with battling a persistent insurgency and tempering ongoing civil conflict. Yeah, we lost our footing that we bled for, and turned around, came home, and then they sent us right back. And we had to resecure all that stuff. Millions and millions and millions of dollars lost. Excellent. Very well executed. Okay, that's enough about that. Let's move on. Let's get into some Fort Worth news. I thought this was cool. I didn't know this was happening. The story is by FortWorthReport.org. Mr. Bob Francis, Bassmaster Classic Pro AM in Fort Worth brings celebrities, athletes into world of pro fishing. The wind was blowing strong, or sporty, as the anglers phrased it, on Eagle Mountain Lake Wednesday, but that didn't stop pro fishermen from braving the waves to participate in the Bassmaster Classic Progressive Celebrity Pro AM. Pro AM is the precursor to the Bassmaster Classic, known as the Super Bowl of professional fishing, which returns to North Texas this weekend and offers a $300,000 payout for the top prize. The Pro AM includes a wide variety of celebrity guests, ranging from NFL, NASCAR, WWE, and Olympic athletes to musicians, actors, comedians, and other celebrities. I have that event. We're going to talk about that in just a minute when we get into events. Thursday, by the way, is the day that we cover all the big events that are going to happen over the weekend so that you guys know what to do and how to have some fun over the weekend. Thursday's our last episode for the week, so that's why we do it on Thursday. Anyway, that looks cool. All right. This is what we were just talking about. High winds fuel fire that spreads to 3 homes in far north Dallas. On Thursday, a fire spread across 3 homes in just minutes. NBC5 was on the ground as first responders worked to put out the flames before more damage could be done. The fire broke out before 4 p.m. on Squaw Valley Drive in a neighborhood off Preston Road. 1 second. At the scene, Dallas Fire Rescue said persistent high winds contributed to the fire spreading to 3 homes. NBC5 obtained cell phone footage showing flames bursting through windows and from the roof of a house. You guys can read on. That story is on MSN.com. The story is by Candace Sweet. Yeah. Cool. All right. One more story for you. Fort Worth Zoo half-price day during spring break. And it looks like this was yesterday, but that they might be continuing this. See if we can find the info in here. Half-price admissions for Fort Worth Zoo bring crowd during spring break. Residents from across the DFW enjoy the time off visiting animals despite windy weather. A father continues family tradition by bringing his kids for a bonding experience at the zoo. Let's see here. Zoogoers of all ages and from all over the DFW Metroplex are rushing through the gates of the Fort Worth Zoo. Dallas resident, somebody said they live in Dallas, but they came to Fort Worth. That's interesting. Okay. A spring break tradition like no other, inviting 4 teens and toddlers. As the Fort Worth residents say, the windy weather is no match for the fun experience. Let's see here. I am not finding any details on it. It just wants you to know that the zoo is an option this spring break, and they do have some half-off specials going. I haven't been to the Fort Worth Zoo in a while. If you don't know this, the Fort Worth Zoo is one of the top, if not the top. I think it's been voted the top zoo in the nation 3 or 4 times. We've got the best of everything here in Fort Worth, and that includes our zoo. I know I've got some crazy friends that are going to the Dallas Zoo in the next month for an event. I'm like, why? Why would you go to the Dallas Zoo? 1 second. Oh, man. How y'all doing with these allergies? It's whooping my butt. I've been taking Allegra D nonstop, but it's not a silver bullet. It doesn't take care of all of it. I need this wind to calm down because it's not just fires that are affecting me with the winds. All right, let's get into our good news story of the day. This is on goodnewsnetwork.org. This is by Andy Corbley. Rare sighting of 4 snow leopards together sparks frenzy of excitement. It's got a video here you can watch if you look up goodnewsnetwork.org. In the remote mountains of northern Pakistan, 4 majestic snow leopards have been recorded recently moving through the snow-covered hills in a piece of footage that has ignited a flurry of excitement. These animals are seldom seen alone, much less in a group, and it's being considered a sign of success for Pakistan's conservative efforts in the animal's habitat. For the past 15 years, I had been noticing leopard paw marks. While I was on the roof of my house, I used binoculars to observe the mountain and spotted a female snow leopard along with her 4 cubs. The photographer Sakwat Ali told GNN. Very cool. So, snow leopards. Numbers are looking good in Afghanistan. Let's get into our space news story for the day. There's every space news outlet that you look up right now is talking about Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams return to Earth after 9 unplanned months in space. One of the articles that I looked up said that they're going to spend the next 2 weeks just being evaluated. So you come home after a long trip like that, probably even a short one. They've got an amount of time they got to stay under close observation just to make sure everything's all right. Just spending a couple weeks in space can reduce your muscle mass by 1/3. It changes the pressure in your eyeballs. I mean, it's humans are not meant for space at all. So far, is what it looks like. Another big shout out to all of our friends out there in the international space listening in. Thank y'all, and we would truly love it if you just send us a quick email to media@fortworthroots.com. Tell us how you found the show, what you like about it. Tell us about your day. What's it look like out your window? Send us pictures. Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll post them on our Instagram. If you guys send us a flurry of photos, we'll make a little reel out of it. Slap that together. Let's talk about local events here in Fort Worth this weekend so that you guys know what's going on. Tomorrow, actually, the dating game, Fort Worth Dating Game at Hoppin, is a show that Michelle from the Body Scrubbery, a local spa here in Fort Worth, she puts on for us once a month, and she's got me emceeing the thing, which is hilarious. That's tomorrow, and my voice is just a box of rocks, but see if we can't figure it out. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and if you missed the last one, it was a blowout. We got this thing rolling the right way with a singles group that came in while we were doing this, and we had hundreds of people here. It was really wild. If that was too many people for you last time, if you came by and you went, nope, it's not going to be nearly that packed this time. We are not going to be meshing this together with a singles group. So there's going to be speed dating at 6 o'clock tomorrow, and then the show starts at 7, and it's going to be a series of games that we'll play. But the big one, the fun one for me, is you got one contestant on the stage, and she has to pick from 3 dates based on the questions and how they answer it. So it's a lot of fun. Happening at Hoppin, which is located just down the street from Doc's Records, 1 block north of Target, off of 7th Street. So Hoppin, 7 o'clock for the show, 6 o'clock for the speed dating. Okay, McFly's Pub, I think this is current. It doesn't have the date on it, but it says this Friday. Food Friday at McFly's. Sausage on a bun, $7. Hamburgers, $9. Large hot dogs, $5. Full plate with chips and macaroni salad, $13. Excuse me. We're going to get through this, folks. All right. Dirty Water Saloon, one hit wonder, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Dirty Water Saloon is 9716 Palo Pinto Road. And let's see, doors open at 7, downbeat 8, location Dirty Water Saloon. Okay, looks cool. Singer-songwriter series with Brock DeWalt. This is going to be Winehouse, 1628 Park Place Avenue, Fort Worth, Texas. Going down today at 7 p.m. from 7 to 9. More information on Facebook events. Come join us for a great night of music and local favorite Brock DeWalt. His music goes great with a glass of wine, a beer, and some little bites. Bassmaster Classic, we talked about it. 2025 Bass Pro Shops. Bassmaster Classic presents by Under Armour. It says March 18th, 6 p.m. through March 23rd at 8 p.m. Lots of cool stuff. More information on that, of course, on Facebook events. Cowtown Crawfish Boil, 5th annual, March 22nd. It's going down at, we've lost a bunch of the details on that. Okay. It was Provender Hall, I think is what it, or I'm sorry, Horace Hall. There we go. March 22nd. You'll have to dig into that. I don't know where the rest of the notes went for that event. All right, let's get into Michael Lee at Magnolia Motor Lounge, Saturday, 8:15 p.m. It's a birthday show at Magnolia Motor Lounge, and all the details right here in one sentence. Here's what to expect. It says, "Let's party down. Hope to see you all there." Cool. Simon Flory with Tyler James, Kelly, and Presley Hale at the Post. This is going down tomorrow at 8 p.m. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Excuse me. Here we go. Hearts on Fire here at Hoppin, an indie sleaze dance party. I still don't know what that means, but it seems like a lot of people are very excited about this. It's going to be fun. Our buddy Rhino from Panther Island Brewing is going to be out here running this thing Saturday, March 22nd, 2608 Weisenberger. That's Hoppin. 7 p.m. till late. It's free with an RSVP. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. And let's see here. 2000's indie cover by the Kims. Goes down at 8 p.m. Then Indie Dance House Bangers All Night by DJ Jansport. Salsa Limon will be here with their food truck. It's going to be rad. As I scratch the allergies out of my eye. Rar and Sons. What do you got here, Rar and Sons? They've got house plants, outdoor plants, rare and common plants, as well as plants, accessories, and necessities with up to 25 local vendors. Going down... Well, I really messed up some of these notes, guys. I'm sorry. I believe that's going to be on Saturday out at Rar and Sons. There's more information about that on Facebook events. Billingsley at the Cicada, 5 p.m. Let's see. One second. Here we go. Sunday at 5 p.m., Billingsley and Earp Tour at the Cicada with Brandon Brokestring Burnett. This happening at the Cicada, 5 p.m. this Sunday. Looks cool. All right. Blackland Distillery, 6th anniversary party. It's happening Saturday, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And if you haven't been into Blackland yet, it's a really rad little spot. They've always got great cocktails, and it's right next to Hoppin. So check that place out and then stop by Hoppin. Okay. Fort Worth Songwriter Foundation fundraiser. Fort Worth Roots 2025 Music Series event. Huh. I'm not really sure what I'm reading here. It's got our name on it. I think I talked to Keegan about this. Okay. It's going down at the Post April 4th, 8 p.m. $10 goes to the fundraiser. $10 for the cover. Let's get some details here. Join us April 4th, the Post, for a special Fort Worth Songwriter Foundation fundraiser featuring performances by Patrice Pike, Adrian Garza, Jack Barksdale, Molly Daniel, Levi and Gerald Ray, Runaway Sky, Katie Robinson, Dory Marsh, and Max Twaddle. The Fort Worth Roots 2025 Music Series event. That's us. We're, I guess, part of this. And I know that we had started talking about this, and I need to call Keegan. That's what I need to do. Anyway, doors at 7, April 4th. It's going to be at the Post, and that is a stellar bill. That's a great lineup. So definitely want to go check that out. All right. Oh, hey, and we got a special note. We want to give a big, warm happy birthday to J.O.E. I just saw this popped up on my Facebook as I was collecting some notes, very poorly apparently. But our buddy J.O.E., a very talented local musician, and you can find him on Amplify 817's website, amplify817.org. Okay. There is a beer class going down today, the 20th, at Hoppin. So if you're into beer classes, if you're a beer connoisseur, this is a cool little place to be today. You can check out information on Hoppin, one of our sponsors here at the Fort Worth Roots podcast, by going to their Instagram, HoppinFWTX, to get all the details on all the cool stuff going on here. Holly and Michael are just the coolest people. I love them. And what they're doing here at Hoppin is excellent. And our local business owners deserve our support. So if you haven't checked this place out yet, go to their Instagram, pick one of the dozens of events they do every month out here, and come hang out. Come try it. See what you like about it. They are, if you have been to Hoppin, this is just found this out yesterday. He's been talking about it, but now it's finalized. They are going to remove the booths that sit in the middle of Hoppin. If you've been here, you probably noticed, like, if there's an event happening on the stage, these big booths are kind of in the way. Well, they're going to delete those. And I was in here yesterday with Michael putting furniture together. It's going to be pretty cool. What they're doing instead of the booths is they're putting, I believe, 4, maybe 5 lounge areas together. They're having these big carpets delivered and big rugs. And then they're going to put these little soft furniture areas together. So it's going to be cool. It's going to feel a lot more homely in here. And you're not going to have those big goofy booths in the way, kind of breaking up the scene here. So big changes already coming to Hoppin. It's only about 10 months old, but already making some big changes. So, all right. All of our sponsors can be found on our website at fortworthroots.com. And it's a great way to find quality people producing great products or services. And it's the best way to find ways to keep Fort Worth dollars in Fort Worth pockets. Yeah. Okay. The wind will stop one day. I feel like we're living on Mars right now, but it'll be okay, right? It'll be all right. What else? Every Tuesday we're out there at McFly's Pub, and next week on Tuesday at 5 p.m. we're going to have 2 podcast recordings, live music, Billy Bob's tickets giveaway. We're going to try to give away 2 sets of tickets. We'll see if I've got enough for that. But shout out to Amanda Banda at Billy Bob's. She's been giving us these Billy Bob's tickets so that we can give back to you guys. And they're also next Tuesday, trivia night here at Hoppin. One of the prizes that you can win with the trivia night are a set of Billy Bob's tickets. So, thank you, Amanda Banda. She's keeping us taken care of. So, a few other locations here in the U.S.: Chicago, Longmont, San Diego, Mexico City. That's a little south of us. Atlanta, Georgia, St. Louis, Chicago, Ashburn, Chesapeake. Thank you guys for listening. Okay. Lots of stuff to do in between now and Saturday. And we will be back with you on the morning show next Monday. Tomorrow, we will be releasing our episode with Madison Page, who was our Tuesday night artist out of McFly's. That episode gets dropped Friday. We play some of her recorded music during the recording, and then right after that, she gets on stage and just blows everybody's mind. I mean, very talented. So I have not had a chance to review that recording, and I can already tell you it's going to be amazing. She's got a fun story, just lights up the room whenever she talks, and I'd encourage you to check that one out. But morning show kicks back off next Monday. And we release at 9 o'clock now. We decided to push it back. It was wearing your boy out, and nobody was tuning in that early. So so now we moved the show to 9 o'clock. It's going to be good for everybody. So looking forward to that. Okay, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in and making Fort Worth Roots part of your morning. Go out and support a local business this weekend. Have some fun. Get off the couch. That doesn't mean spending money. If you're on a budget, there's free events around town. Almost everything. I can say this confidently. Excuse me. All of the events that they do here at Hoppin are without a cover charge. So that's great. Lots of ways to have fun without breaking the bank. So, yeah, and if you want to find more events that are going on, Facebook events is actually a really good place to find stuff happening in the area. So if I missed anything, and we really don't want to miss anything. So if you out there have an event you want us to cover, whether it's yours or not, send it in, media@fortworthroots.com, and we will get it on the show for you. All right, guys, that's enough talking out of me. As y'all move through today, we hope that you'll choose love and gratitude every chance you get. Till Monday, folks. Good day.
My great day in the morning.